Have you ever noticed that as soon as there is some conflict in the Middle East, immediately experts and people are talking about the problems that Indian economy could face and the Indian stock market crashing? So why is this so? Now the recent Israel-Iran conflict is not a regional conflict. In fact, it has direct economic consequences on India. Let's see step by step how they are. India imports nearly 90% of its crude oil requirement. Now, a major chunk of it comes from what we call as the Strait of Hormuz. And this is an extremely critical route. As tensions escalate, its immediate impact will be felt on the crude oil supply, and the crude oil prices are going to go up. What will be the impact on the Indian economy then? The crude oil prices going up signifies that India will have to pay a lot more in terms of its import payments because of the scarcity of the crude oil. So demand is more, supply being less. Logistics become costlier, manufacturing becomes costlier. Its direct impact is on the prices of various products, even agricultural products for that matter, FMCG products, and so inflationary pressures rise. India pays its amount for crude oil in dollars. So obviously the dollar requirement for India is also going to increase, leading to further deterioration of the Indian rupee. So dollar will rise, Indian rupee will fall. So a weaker rupee again will have a bigger impact on the payment towards the foreign loans like ECBs that we have taken, external commercial borrowing. So we pay more because of the dollar rate being rising. Then we will also have higher import amounts to be paid. Definitely reduced investor confidence in our markets. West Asia is one of the largest trading partners of India. So obviously any disruption will also have negative impacts on the shipping route. It will increase the marine cost, the freight charges, the routes may become longer, and the obvious impact will be felt on manufacturing sectors like textiles, jewelry, engineering goods, and so on. There are millions of people from India working in the Gulf countries, leading to a direct impact on the employment. So, by any chance, if they come back to India, they are now going to be in trouble. Domestically, for India, it may also have positive impact on certain sectors. Like if we see the domestic crude oil companies, they may find a growth because external crude oil prices are rising. The domestic demand will also increase. At the same time, you will also find that the defense sector, companies engaged in the manufacturing for defense sector will gain because now India is going to spend a little more on the defense, seeing the overall tensions that are rising. We have to just summarize that if the Israel-Iran conflict keeps going for a prolonged period, it will have the following impacts. One is rising inflationary pressures on India, wider current account deficit, so we'll be in problem in the balance of payments position. Rupee will start to go down, depreciation of the rupee. Then delayed rate cuts by the RBI because RBI does not want to reduce the interest rates to discourage people from spending, and slower GDP growth rates. Understanding this kind of geopolitics is not just necessary for any investor or any person into business, but also for the people who are learning economics, because this will have a direct impact on the economy of the country.